When Epic Games dropped Fortnite all the way back in 2017, they never knew that the game would change the world forever. With over 250 million players all over the world, Fortnite has turned into a cultural phenomenon. But for those who need something a little more exciting, you'll be glad to know that the game's mechanics are evolving and changing, so stay tuned as we discuss whether Zero Build is the future of competitive Fortnite. First up, is Zero Build the answer? While many gamers are excited about this new mode in Fortnite, others still need to decide whether to switch over. Those who have issues with Zero Build are usually high-level competitors who are concerned the mode will eventually take away from their favorite game. A lot of professional gamers, however, are now predicting that the Zero Build mode is bound to become increasingly commonplace in professional play, with the possibility of it being included in future major tournaments, like the World Cup. Some say the new mode will eventually coexist well with the established competitive mode. The online gaming organization FaZe Clan, however, has less trust in Zero Build than the rest of us. They believe that this mode isn't going to do well simply because there's so much competition in the market. The FaZe Clan believes competitions should only be held in build modes, whereas Zero Build modes should continue to be the domain of independent content creators. All in all, a lot of gamers believe that build modes should be competitive and Zero Build modes should remain third-party content creator tournaments. At the end of it all, Fortnite's Zero Build is here to stay, regardless of how the competitive community feels about it. For experienced players, this has sparked a conversation about Fortnite once again. The new mode might also be a useful teaching resource for newcomers, opening up the game to a wider range of audience. Following up with the hype around Zero Build. Over the years, building in Fortnite has become incredibly complex and difficult, pushing players of all skill levels to strive for even higher levels of expertise. The problem with this was that many players would spend hours building floors, ramps, and walls instead of playing the actual game. This led to a slow drop in Fortnite player base, although Epic Games developers listened to the game's community and constantly updated the game. And that obviously irked them. And it's not like they didn't try. Epic Games tried out limited time modes including Ice Storm, Catch, and High Explosives to maintain the game's popularity for both players and streamers. But the hype really began when Zero Build was released. Zero Build erased the annoying building, so the players were left to play in an open field using only their technical skills, innovation, and knowledge of the game. With things relatively eased up, many old gamers returned to the game, and some new ones joined too, just so they could try out Zero Build. So, with the V20 patch, Epic reinstated Zero Build for good. Since Zero Build is now a crucial part of the Fortnite experience, many players have speculated that it might one day replace the classic Battle Royale mode, but how much truth is there to this statement? All we can do is wait and find out. Moving on, is Zero Mode here to stay? Since its introduction, Zero Build has been a big success thanks to the lasting popularity of Battle Royale games, Fortnite's extensive map, and Epic's dedication and game maintenance and development. Many streaming channels, professional players, and other players who had previously left the game because of its monotony have returned once Zero Build eliminated the requirement for building. Zero Build has also been a help to novice players, allowing them to gain a feel for the game without having to memorize every building technique in the game before jumping in. Now that feels like a breath of fresh air to many. Plus, Zero Build invited not just Fortnite lovers aiming to show their technical prowess, game knowledge, and improvisational abilities, but also new gamers just trying to have a good time. Up next, the future of build mode. The sudden success of Fortnite without building raises the question of whether this mode will eventually replace the primary one. Just to be clear, that's not happening anytime soon. The game-changing building mechanics made Fortnite what it is today, and no one's messing with that. However, there is a lot of potential when it comes to Zero Build. Despite being a welcome change of pace and a lot of fun, there are more suitable substitutes for the main game than Fortnite Zero Build because each mode offers something different. The two may coexist peacefully. The creator and independent tournament hosts should keep holding competitions for both game modes, while the basic competitive mode continues to draw in new players and developers. Zero Build mode draws in the game's already substantial audience. Not to forget, not everyone's a fan of it. Loopers have long been at odds on building demolition. Though professionals and skilled players believe the construction characterizes Fortnite, new gamers believe that the game is just as fun without the ability to construct or change maps. Considering everything else he has to do as a professional football player, Kurt Benkert only plays sometimes every week. He clearly streams to have fun with his audience and earn a little money on the side. Since Kurt Benkert doesn't break a sweat under normal circumstances, he finds Zero Build Mode to be very enjoyable. Several supporters believe that Epic Games should have included such distinct modes. Many of Benkert's supporters believe that construction and building should always be a feature of competitive play in Epic Games' Battle Royale game. Moving on, here are 8 simple tricks to win more fights in Fortnite Zero Build. First up at number 8, stay low. When exploring an area, your first inclination should be to climb to the highest point you can. This plan works well when towers and shelters can appear out of nowhere, but when the ability is unavailable, the approach should be flipped. Avoid being surprised by staying low while crossing cracks and troughs. Next up, at number 7, go for shafts. Shifty Shafts is a fantastic landing spot because of the high density of floor loot and chest spawns in relation to the size of the zone. There is a great deal of valuable stuff to be found in the main mineshaft region. Shifty Shafts also has a wonderful mineshaft area on the mountain to the north of the main area. If you observe several other people touching down at Shifty, this is a fantastic place to do the same. Be wary, for this area is home to some excellent stuff, but it also draws many other players in search of it. Moving on to number 6, avoid cars. Aggressive behavior is a no-no. It includes boarding vehicles, especially large ones like the tank. It not only gives out your location to anyone in the area, but also makes you a sitting duck. Getting aboard a vehicle to engage in combat against a Zero Build is risky business since the building style often favors a defensive stance. You can use them to go about it, although it's not recommended. Sometimes they're the only way to get away from the storm, although sneaking about on foot has its advantages. Using vehicles is a waste of a significant tactical advantage that may be gained by sneaking up on an opponent in this mode. At number 5, let's talk about the best weapon. The Cobra DMR, which was just released from the vault, is the finest long-range weapon in Fortnite Zero Build. Thanks to its medium range scope, which doesn't blur too much information at close range, it's useful for both far and near. The Cobra's DMR's high rate of fire and short reload periods give it considerable power. You can use it as effectively as an assault rifle in most situations. At number 4, hack for easy win. Don't worry about grabbing the greatest treasure as soon as you touch it down. Protect yourself first and foremost with shields, and get a weapon if you can. You may easily fight an opponent who emphasizes rare weapons but has neglected to bring shields. Sounds basic, but you'd be surprised at the number of people who get this wrong. Number 3 are necessities for battle. You can sometimes need the best guns to win. Carry at least 2 small shield potions and a med mist, since they will restore your health and shield the quickest if you're in the middle of a fierce combat. This way you will know you have both ammunition and health. Number 2 is positioning. Achieving a victory royale and earning several free eliminations require careful positioning. Positioning yourself on the zone's borders recommended by experts who suggest that doing so would help you detect and react to any teams who have crept up on you while you were rotating, plus keeps tabs on the remaining teams and setting up for the next zone is simplified. Finally, at number 1, go for vegetation. Normal Fortnite allows players to build cover on the fly. Having a solid wall at the touch of a button makes it simple to avoid gunfire and provoke close confrontations. Unfortunately, Zero Build lacks this safeguard, so you'll have to learn to live under harsh conditions. Vegetation is the simplest and most readily accessible kind of natural shelter. Characters may quickly and easily hide under it, providing them an advantage while trying to sneak up on enemies or escape a dangerous situation. But my friends, that's going to be a wrap for this video. What do you think? Is the Zero Build mode the future of Fortnite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.